Mass Effect Andromeda, everyone. So we spent some time at the Nexus in the last episode, just gathering up a bunch of quests, finishing off a few others, planning our next kind of big expedition. We explored the new area, the common area. But it just occurred to me that we didn't. So we said to Suvi that we might like catch a drink with her or something next time we were on the Nexus, but we haven't done that, and I'm not sure where we'd do that because there's not really a bar or a restaurant at the minute, is there? And it doesn't mark where people are on the map, right? Because like Vetra's over here, but she's not marked on the map. New mission waypoint, Tempest, Nomad player, forward station, outpost, blah 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 blah, nothing. So I guess one of you have to tell me if she's here, or maybe I've missed out on that at this point. I don't know. But just before we jump back on the Tempest and start our next mission, we need to do some leveling up. So we got a big old 8 points, and I feel like I should put some points into charge. I could put one into charge and one into barrier. Damage and force. When we go up here, that's a bigger radius. More damage and force. Gun damage, melee damage, power force, reach. That is key. Plus 75% recharge speed or plus 50% shield restored. Oh, that is really, really difficult. So that would mean 100% shield restoration, wouldn't it? That's pretty big. We're gonna have to contemplate this. Barrier though. So this costs 5 points. 10% weapon weight, biotic power, shield cost reduction, movement speed while shields are active, or max shields with active biotic field 40%. Biotic link cooldown 5? What does that mean? Like the better movement speed and everything I think is pretty good. So what are we rocking again? Annihilation, Nova and Charge, kind of pure melee stuff. Which I think if we have Charge leveled up we can make work. It's just we need that extra recharge. But I don't think we're not going to get any extra recharge, are we, unless we go for this one on Shock Trooper. I don't know, I feel like that might be better. I think 75% recharge speed might be better than a full shields recharge, because we're getting a 50% shield restoration already. I'm not sure which one would be best. But let's invest in charge because it feels pretty important, right? And then I can go rank 5 in barrier. Because that will work in combination with it, right? Because we'll restore some shields, then we'll get the extra movement speed. So that feels like a pretty important combo. So I'm going to go for that. Yeah. I will take it. New profile unlocked. Kinetic Warper unlocked. The Adept's profile is now at rank 2. Nice. 20%, 20%. Perfect. Okay. So Vanguard, we need to invest in some combat stuff. Which is mainly going to be shotguns and combat fitness when we get it. Just better health, better shields. Oh, that's good. Okay, so wait, what? We need 9 points? And at the minute, we've only got 4 points invested, so... Next level up, we'll focus on shotguns. Not combat tools. Oh, 100 plus 100 damage resistance while evading. That's good. That's good. But yeah, combat fitness, rank 4, like shield regen, health regen. That's really important. Regen delay, regen delay reduction in cover. That's good. All right, I know some of these passives are going to be really important. So the next level ups will focus on just bringing our shotguns up so that we can get into combat fitness. So we need 5 more points. So that's the next 2 shotgun levels. Shotgun stability, shotgun accuracy. They're pretty minimal, but that's what we'll go for next. Right, sorry. I realise we've got to level the teammates up, but we'll do that in a minute. What is that? Right, so I don't know if we can speak to Suvi while we're here. I don't know where she is. But I feel like they should really put that on the map. But we'll maybe have a meeting with the crew here and talk about where we're going next in the Tempest. Take us away, Carlo. Excellent. I do like this outfit, but
looking for you.
Okay. But I wish we could have it without the scarf and without the gloves, so I might change my outfit. Okay, we'll talk to these two when we come back. Alright.
Secure outpost. Finally.
Prodromus better be worth all that time Ryder put into it.
If they fail, the Nexus starves. No pressure, right?
So everything we do now relies on civilians planting vegetables.
I guess so. We'll talk to these two in a minute. Cora wanted to see us.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
Sounds nice, Cora.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
Okay, so there's two ways of looking at it. Either she didn't want her around because she wasn't an Asari, she was having it... Her presence was being imposed on her from the judgment of the Citadel and everything. Or she knew that it would be better for Cora to find a place of her own, as she hadn't gotten to grow up properly on Earth. She'd been shunned as a biotic, so maybe she thought it was best for her to feel like she was a part of something with other humans, maybe. So maybe it was best for you.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
And what appealed about that to you?
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay.
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say to children, man. Things like that stick with them. And, you know, stick with them without them realizing, do you know what I mean? Like, eventually that kind of thing turns into, I don't know why I feel this way about myself. Well, it's because of something you don't remember, right? Yeah, he had his way with people.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe her being in charge might have been the best step for her, maybe then, because she wouldn't have had to always look up to someone else for approval. But I suppose nothing we experience in life is fair. I suppose all we can do is, like what she is doing, is find what little piece we can, like she said with her rose garden and stuff, even if the rest of it doesn't feel fair.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Yeah. I really like Cora.
Ryder?
Have you heard anything about the Asari Ark while you were on the back at the Nexus?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Nothing new. Let's stay optimistic.
Any more Commando war stories?
We once infiltrated a dangerous cult by posing as new initiates. Valenza hated it. She was like our padre. The cult, that perversion of faith, really upset her.
How did you stop them?
Nasira pretended that Valenza needed to be purified of evil. She was given a private audience with the cult leader. Valenza shot her, and then prayed for her.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
I won't waste all of them because I imagine there'll be a limited amount of war stories, so I'll have it as one every time we speak to her. Right, you guys. Our objective is just to go to the Oanan system. It's like a very mountainous, volcanic world, right? Right there, guys. Big man.
Ryder.
Spender?
Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
True.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Ducks.
Ryder?
Nothing.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Oh, I'll need you, Doctor. Oh yeah, the strike team missions. Awaiting the debrief. So is this real time hours? Why are they both called Charlie? That bothers me. Right, okay, awaiting debrief. Resolving mission. Failure? So does it tell me how much time has passed? Oh, okay. Look at all that XP. Is that like... What kind of... Is that XP just for the teams? 5 mission funds... Bronze credit loot boxes. Oh, what? Oh, come on. Beryllium. Could you actually buy these? Oh, that's so disappointing. Can't recruit a new team. They've leveled up to level 3. We can't kind of change their loadout though, right? Okay, so maybe we send level 1 team here. And then we might send our... Would you like to play this Apex mission in multiplayer or send a strike? Send a strike team, please. And we'll send our level 3 team. For that mission. Why not? Dude, I'm never going to remember where our quarters are. Oh, see, they're on this map. Phoebe, Gil. Yeah. Vetra, Liam. Oh yeah, we can talk to Sam in our quarters. We need to go and check an email of something, right? Meeting room, the galaxy map. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully they will show up on the map at the Nexus eventually. Okay, I don't think anyone else is really going to have anything new. So I think I'd rather just get us going, and then we'll speak to everyone again after the next mission, right? I don't think just a trip to the Nexus is going to trigger too much. Oh, we did need to check our emails.
Remnant vaults, all those secrets. Have to go exploring in one someday.
Imagine flying through one. Now that would be a real hazard course.
I'll take you there anytime, Suvi.
Ryder.
The way we look at her is just like, she's the one.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Alright, let's go to this new star system.
Anomaly on sensors.
What? Oh, right. What the hell is that?
Probes launched. Getting a scan.
I didn't realise we could scan directly like that. I know we've done it before, but... Okay, right, that's a relief. Okay, so it's only one side. I like this. I don't necessarily want it to have linear progression, but I think there are times in RPGs where you want less choice, and then there are times where you want more choice. Do you know what I mean? I like it when it's kind of varies a bit. Sometimes you want to just go down a path, sometimes you want to veer away from it, right? Okay, so we're going to... Onowan. No, I can't. How are you supposed to say that? Oneon. Anaeon? Anaeon. Yeah, we'll go with Anaeon. Okay. I can't talk. Alright, we're off to the Anaeon system. God, we're gonna get sucked into the black hole.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
All stop now!
Oh no. It's the ketamine ship.
Kett ships. 12. No, more.
Come on, talk to us, guys. Wow, there are a lot of them. Those are some big
They've
guns.
got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
We'll scan them back!
Yeah, that'll show them. Yeah, they've taken control.
Where is the one who activated the remnant?
Oh, he's interested in us.
Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
There's no point being coy here.
I'm Ryder, captain of the ship and Pathfinder with the initiative.
You'll come with me.
Wow, was not expected this.
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
Try me, buddy. Don't underestimate us.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough. Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Okay.
Sam,
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
do it!
Hello. Send it.
Report!
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Hello? Yes!
Nice work, kid.
Yeah, but who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
Okay. I don't know what those huge lag spikes were.
We're being contacted.
By who?
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto.
Arjun.
Tov Jagalesto.
We come in peace.
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
They don't understand, obviously.
They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down.
This must be a different race. Or a different faction of Kett, right? Oh, right.
Yes. Look at that. It's beautiful.
The Scourge is like encroaching on their living habitats, maybe?
We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
This will be a great moment for us. Peaceful first contact, unlike it was with the Kett.
This is what it's all about, right? New worlds, new aliens. Wish me luck.
I don't think we should go on our own. Okay, yeah, these definitely look different.
Thank you.
I'm Paran Shai, governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Angara?
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Jaal. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw this ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
She's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden. Protected.
Aya?
What do you want?
Aya is hidden, protected. That must be a city, then? A city, or maybe a ruler, a queen? We're here to learn things, mate, and progress.
We didn't know what we'd find here, to be honest. But I'm open to sharing what we know, if you are.
Honest? Honesty would be a good start. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me.
Okay. The Angara. The Kett are very close, though. Surely...
Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone.
Right.
Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Kett
Oh, right.
and protect us.
They're resisting the Kett, not... yeah. Paranshi. So are we translating them, I guess?
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
Biotics? It?
Don't approach the crowd.
Softer than a kid, not as big. I think I could take it.
Fair enough. Yeah, sorry for those lag spikes. I mean, I'm playing with a 3070. I'm playing at 60 frames. I've got like at least 25% GPU load left over at nearly every point, so I can't imagine it was because anything maxed out. The audio seems to have gone a bit muffled. Right?
Stay with Para.
Sorry, I want the audio to reset. Yeah, the audio's gone weird, man, for God's sake. Are you supposed to be talking to me?
Look at his legs. How does it stay upright?
I can't see. Everything will be fine. Ephra will handle it.
This is the Resistance headquarters. Ephra is waiting inside.
Right.
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak?
No. I am telling you to be strong through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
Cunning.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Our experience with the Kett makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
Okay, I understand.
We've had our own run-ins with the Kett.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing.
The Archon.
Now, the Kett mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the Kett kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. with everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Vold.
Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
Is Aya this planet? I'm not gonna bow down.
My people from the Milky Way were bold enough to come to Andromeda. I need to be at least that bold to save them.
So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Kett have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us. And you.
We can try and go and save her. Is there anyone else with a similar knowledge or capabilities?
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you,
What?
let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Jaal, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want. But when she tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
Okay.
I'm Jaal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angara in space.
Okay, that'll be useful. I'm grateful for your help, for your presence.
Thank you for trusting me.
I don't. But I can always kill you in your sleep.
Good to know.
This guy's got a Javik vibe about him.
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Sure.
Definitely.
Be careful out there. No, I will.
So is it only us and Jaal?
Moshai's alive.
I'm sure of it.
Don't kill yourself bringing her home.
No promises.
Turn to the Tempest.
I'm here to assist you, Pathfinder.
Oh, Enro.
I am Enro Bosan, assistant to Governor Paran Shai. You're free to explore this area, but the city is off limits. Until that changes, I'll be your liaison. How may I help you, Pathfinder?
What is it that you do besides this?
You don't just stand here waiting to answer my questions, right?
I assist the governor in all matters. While you're here, this is my priority.
Pretty far outside your normal job, huh?
I did not begin this day expecting to speak with it. You?
Nice save.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
What can you tell me about Jaal?
Sounded like you and Jaal know each other.
Our families are related.
You sound nothing alike.
We have multiple worlds. Our culture is complex.
Fair enough.
I'd like to know more.
Earn our trust and maybe you will.
Fair enough. What other worlds do you have? Are they close by? Are the Kett invading them too?
What can you tell me about your other worlds?
Life on them is hard. The people harder. Every day is a struggle to survive.
Why not bring everyone here?
We will not abandon any more worlds to the Kett. and Aya cannot support all of us.
And when will you let me into the city?
When am I allowed to visit the city again?
That's not for me to decide.
Who will? Your boss? Or Ephra?
Governor Shai has jurisdiction over Aya. She will authorize your entrance if you earn Ephra's trust. A museum curator and a colony supplier asked to meet you. They're waiting nearby. The Kett swayed us with words. Now we judge outsiders by their actions.
Oh, really? So they didn't just straight up attack you?
Thanks for your time, Enro.
Swayed us with words.
Of course.
Yeah, the audio's gone a little weird. Like, I lowered the audio a touch, but let's just... I'm just going to put that back up for a second. No, it's still kind of muffled. I'll put it back to what I had it at. Oh god, I can't get it the same. There we go. Alright, hello, Mrs. Sidequest. Avella.
Stars above. It's you. I was hoping to get a chance to speak with you.
Okay.
You left your home to cross dark space. Is it true you can never go back?
Yeah. This is home now.
To take such a risk and give up your old life, why did you do it?
The glory of the unknown.
I couldn't resist the adventure of a lifetime.
I know the feeling. There's a rush in taking a chance and hoping for the best.
My turn for a question. Do I get to know your name?
Oh, of course. I'm Avela Kajar, curator for the Repository of History. We study relics of our past, try to piece together what we lost in the Scourge. And the truth is, there was something I wanted to talk to you about.
Go ahead.
Pathfinder, how much do you know about our history?
Nothing really.
I still have a lot to learn.
Centuries ago, the Scourge targeted my people.
Really?
Our ships were the first to go dark. Many of those ships went down over Havarl. The wilds of that planet are filled with history. A scientist on Havarl just contacted me with a new nav point of an intact crash site. A huge opportunity. But with Remnant patrolling the area, we can't get close enough.
All right.
Not like you can.
How do you know about me and the Remnant?
I have friends in the Resistance. They heard your conversation with Ephra. I know it's a lot to ask, but you have a ship and the means to get past the Remnant. Without your help, I'm stuck.
Why me and not one of your own?
You're trusting your history with an outsider?
I know what people say about you, but I don't agree. I think you're here to help.
I am.
Now's your chance to prove it. You want to earn Aya's respect, right? Recovering our past will go a long way.
Are you acting independently, or has someone told you to ask me this?
I don't think Ephra would be too happy with this arrangement.
Ephra doesn't have to know, and if he finds out, he can direct his anger at me.
Fair enough.
Takes guts to stand up to him.
I'd face worse to get a piece of our history back.
Yeah, I'm down.
I've always wanted to give archaeology a try.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. If you find anything, I'll be here. Thank you, Pathfinder.
No, that's great. Anyone else got some side quests? Yeah, they do. Sokar.
Trade? Trade. Trade.
Are you asking or telling?
Wondering, do you exchange goods and services? How does your economy work?
Yeah, we use currency.
We pay for things with a currency called credits. Abstract wealth.
The Kett offered gifts, made odd bargains, never traded. What are your credits worth? What can we do with them?
You pay them to us for whatever we're selling.
Now we cut open the heart. And what do you offer?
It's negotiable.
I don't know. What do you want?
Your ship?
Not for sale.
Worth a try.
Yeah.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yes. Call me Soka. I run cargo between Aya and other worlds. Good work. Good at it. You're here to help my people. Prove it. I need help. One of my suppliers off-world stopped checking in. Has things I need. There could be trouble.
Why me?
What makes you think I can help?
You found Aya, maybe you found my supplier. Can't hurt to ask.
Alright, sure.
You're one of few people here willing to give me a chance. I'll take it.
You have a ship? I have my supplier's nav point. His name is Koldo. Find him, his supplies. Come back and prove you're helpful. Then maybe we trade.
Sure. Right, let's have a little a quick goose around here. Yeah, I like these guys. The design of these guys.
Just finish the infantry.
Resistance needs volunteers. Translated from Shilesh. Is that their language? The Kett have felt the power of the resistance, and they know their end is coming. Our victories on Voeld are only the beginning of what we can achieve, but we can't defeat the enemy without your help. If you're tired of living in fear, if you believe we were meant for something greater than slavery, if you're willing to stand up and fight, you'll find a new family in the Resistance. We'll train you to strike back at the Kett and reclaim what's ours. The Resistance defends the future of all Angara. Join us. Okay, propaganda, I guess, in a way. Oh, and this Angaran-made spacecraft is capable of making extended interstellar voyages. Fair enough.
Who sent the human?
So they've got like Turian slash Quarian legs slash Solarian. They look very physically strong, but also very agile. They look kind of like they could have amphibian origins, but I'm not entirely sure. Flat noses, kind of like a I don't know, almost they're almost like feline-like a little bit in the face. Like the eyes and the nose in particular. And then like the head and the kind of neck structure. I don't know what to compare them to. I realise I sound like Ashley comparing them to animals, but interesting. Yeah, so I don't know if they maybe have amphibian origins. I don't know. Alright, sorry, Jaal. Is it Jaal? Jaal? Jar Jar Binks?
Ryder, ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
Alright, buddy. You ready?
Your ship is... We have nothing like it.
Oh, really?
Wait till you see the inside.
It gets better.
Oh, yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it, mate.
I'll introduce you to the rest of my crew.
It's interesting because it seems like they might be technologically inferior to us, which is not a circumstance we're used to being in, right? Usually everything we meet in the Mass Effect universe is superior to us, right? And more advanced, whereas we're kind of... might be ahead of these people. Although they have an intergalactic empire, I suppose. They live on several different worlds, so they're capable of space flight.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Yeah.
Only slightly.
No, way,
yeah, what
way
happened?
better.
I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Dude, we can be nice. What's...
Did the translators not work?
They work.
Right, we need to get along, guys. Seriously.
Come on, everyone. Can we just all please try to just listen up?
Begging. Interesting strategy.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jaal has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jaal?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
Jaal. Ominous music.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Kett arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Kett kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Kett all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder.
Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
They both interlock.
We
right?
have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jaal?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to 2 of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jaal's told me about these 2 worlds, Havarl and Vold.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Kett. Our resistance base is fighting Kett Command for control of the planet.
Wow.
What about the other?
Havarl is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect Remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jaal wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Okay. We need to maybe have a bit of a firm hand here, so yeah, it is up to me.
Don't know yet. Just be ready to go at a moment's notice. Got it?
You bet.
Jaal, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
I think Havarl sounds like the better option to go to first. So, like, I think that's kind of feels like a choice, right, between if we go to the first place, whatever it was called, to Voeld. That's like the war front against the Kett, but going to their home world, their world of origin, seems obviously that we've got the remnant side of things and the interest in that technology and stuff, but that also means we might be able to preserve their home world, and the Kett I don't think are really there yet. So that's interesting. So we'll go and talk to everybody before we go to try and determine what's best to do. Oh, this is just for the team. Jaal's on the team now. Okay, he's like an engineer. Energy drain, sticky grenade, a rebel soldier. I'm quoting Star Wars, I don't even like Star Wars. Nice. Okay, Avenger Strike. Jaal cloaks before swiftly repositioning for a deadly strike from behind. This power is considered a melee attack. Interesting. We'll upgrade him a bit later. Right, so we've got some codex entries on the Angara. So, Andromeda species, the Angara. Okay, yeah, well, we'll spend some time reading this stuff here. Let's put the controller down. Oh, this is great, man. This is great because, I don't know, it's just because we've got lots of different levels here. We've got our own objectives to settle, to find worlds. But we've got the Scourge, we've got the Kett, and now we've got we've got the Remnant. Now we've got this kind of more how would you describe it? You know, we're helping them, right? It seems like they're fighting a losing battle against the Kett. Let's read about the Angara in general first. Okay. The Angara are a sentient species who appear to be local to the Helios cluster. Unlike the Kett, they're willing to open diplomatic relations, although admittedly guarded, and have allowed a small degree of access to their sovereign planet, Aya. Now, the interesting thing that this brings up is, if I don't know, they said that the Kett were the first aliens that they ever met. God, that's a horrible limerick. And so that maybe that I don't know if that means we're not going to run into any other aliens, right? I don't know. Maybe no. I guess it doesn't really. But if the Angara had already explored, no, I don't think it does actually, does it? Because this we've already been told that this cluster is pretty big. Yeah, but also this is only one cluster, isn't it? So the only because we don't have the mass relays, there's no easy way to travel to the other clusters like there was in the Milky Way. So we're 600 years in the future, but we're kind of technologically we're a bit it's much more difficult to explore. So I need to keep that in mind. This is just one cluster. Right, we explored like what 20 to 30 clusters in the Milky Way, so we need to keep that in mind. This is just a particularly large cluster. Is how I think they're getting away with that in terms of exploration, right? Sorry, their sovereign planet, Aya. We're still in an information gathering stage of first contact, but it's evident that the Angara have a continuing and organized campaign of resistance against the Kett's presence in Helios. This suggests that their support and expertise will be invaluable if secured. Notable individuals we've met thus far include Paran Shi, the governor of Aya, Ephra de Tershov, leader of the Angaran resistance, and Jaal Amadarav, who's accompanying us as an envoy through Angaran space. Their history, nice. Many historical records of the Angara have been lost, but what survives tells the story of how ancient Angara achieved spaceflight. Eventually, they settled on 5 separate garden worlds, including Voeld. The Scourge struck in approximately 2400 CE by our calendar. The phenomenon devastated the Helios cluster, destroying many Angaran cities and sent their culture into a decline. This dark age lasted for over a century, before the Angara began to adapt to the new conditions in Helios. Eventually, the desperate Angara regained spaceflight capability and re-established contact with one another, but the isolation had fostered separate cultural, political, and spiritual blocks. The Angara struggled to find common ground. This struggle was ongoing when the Kett arrived 75 years ago. Hang on. Scourge struck in approximately 2400 CE. So, what year is it again? We left the Milky Way in 2180, right? 600. So we're in like the year 28 something, aren't we? If I'm remembering correctly. So the Scourge struck a long time ago, like 400 years ago. But the Kett arrived only 75 years ago. Okay. This struggle was ongoing when the Kett arrived 75 years ago. The Archon exploited their disparity and began a brutal conquest of the Helios cluster. Ironically, as several Angaran historians point out, a common enemy provided the impetus to unite. Today, the Angara continue their efforts at reconstruction and resistance. I guess to put it in perspective to the Milky Way, I mean, I don't think that there's any cluster that gave birth to more than one race. Was there? Like all the homeworlds are in different clusters, right? Of every single race. Okay, the Resistance. The arrival of the Kett stunned and then divided the Angara, as described by Jaal. Infighting was used as a means of conquest by the Kett, but the presence of a common enemy eventually galvanized the Angara to work together. The various resistance groups merged into the organized Angaran resistance roughly 5 years ago under Ephra de Tershav's command, supported by prominent families and determined to stop their Kett oppressors. The Resistance's headquarters are on Aya. For security reasons, neither Ephra nor Jaal will provide details of the Resistance's organizational structure, but it can be assumed there are multiple independent cells across the cluster. Many non-resistance Angara support their work, either logistically or financially. The Resistance specializes in assassination, sabotage of Kett facilities, deployment of supplies to besieged populations, and the rescue and rehabilitation of Angaran prisoners. Many members of the Angaran Resistance have joined up with the Nexus militia, enlisting Apex support for their missions. Some senior officers have opened treaty negotiations with the Nexus. Okay, maybe I'm reading this a bit early in the quest line here. The Rokar. Okay. Jaal describes the Rokar as dangerous cousins. Ruthless and single-minded, the Rokar's propaganda describes their intent to drive all alien invaders, both Milky Way and Kett, out of the Helios cluster. The Rokar were founded by Aksul, a charismatic Angara who once studied with the Moshe. Jaal explains that Aksul was captured by the Kett and held in a forced labor camp for over a standard year, while the Resistance couldn't risk a rescue. Though he survived, Aksul was embittered against the Resistance and alien life. Upon his escape, he recruited young Angara and disaffected Resistance members into an independent force named after fearsome soldiers from Angaran mythology, the Rokar. The arrival of the Nexus, portrayed as further invaders by Aksul, provoked the Rokar past breaking point. They are now engaged in full-fledged guerrilla operations against all non-Angaran inhabitants of the cluster. The Angaran Resistance officially disavows the Rokar, but family and political interconnections complicate any organized opposition to them. Interesting. Interesting. Nationalists, I guess, right? Ephra de Tershav. Before Ephra assumed command of the Resistance, he claims it was a disorganized and ineffectual group of zealots who were sliding into irrelevance. In fact, Jaal explains it was the Resistance's failure to protect Ephra's family from the Kett that drove Ephra to join the group, with the goal of turning it into the effective guerrilla army it aspired to be. Resistance distributed literature explains that Ephra's single-minded dedication to his cause became evident when he led a successful raid on a Kett slave labor camp, reporting that Ephra's resistance forces liberated hundreds of Angaran prisoners before wiping out an entire battalion of Kett sent to stop the attack. According to Jaal, Ephra is feared by his Resistance subordinates and respected by Angaran leaders, but he remains an isolated individual. He keeps no close ties by design. Everyone in the Resistance is expendable, and Ephra is said to understand too well the pain that comes with losing those closest to him. Understandable, right? Man, the Kett are a bit of a mystery, right? Right, the Archon, they called him. The Kett, I don't pronounce T's, man. T's at the end of words, not where I'm from. The Kett present a mysterious but ever-present danger in the Helios cluster. As the militia struggles to gather any details on their plans or motivations, rumors have reached the Nexus of the Kett's leader, a powerful military commander known as the Archon. This Archon is said to command the Kett from a dreadnought out in unknown space, and is only rarely sighted planetside. Thus far, these sightings are always at remnant dig sites or Kett-controlled remnant structures. The Archon's interest in the Remnant remains unexplained, but intelligence gathering continues. Interesting. Okay. We don't really need to... That wasn't too detailed. Oh, these are going to update. Okay, we'll check back on these when they update. Is this going to be dependent on how we deal with things? Ongoing psychological Pathfinder... ongoing psychological profile of Pathfinder Rider. From the files of Tempest physician and psychologist Dr. Lexi to Peril. Yeah. Shows high levels of empathy and expresses passionate opinions. Keeps a sense of humour and rarely takes things seriously. Impulsive actions often speak louder than words. I'll be required to update them and send a more in-depth report later. Okay, impulsive, sense of humour, okay. The ties that bind. You still mourn the loss of your father, Alec, a man you loved and respected. You hope you'd have made him proud as a Pathfinder. You started the search for answers to the mystery about why your father made you Pathfinder. You visited your brother Scott while he was still in a coma. You lied to your brother and told him your dad was still alive. You were honest with Scott about the struggles you faced in finding home. Yeah, we did lie to him, but... I felt... You would never tell him in that circumstance, right? Yeah, you can be honest, but at what cost? Alright. Let's read... Oh, the Scourge. Is this updated? Have we not read this? We'll read this again. I just have a little theory. So, the fact that this is... I think I just glanced over there. It says that the Scourge is attracted to remnant planets in particular. And the fact that there aren't any remnant left, I wonder if the Scourge is like a weapon, a genophage, if you will, of some kind, like a biological weapon that targeted the remnants, and wiped them out entirely like a disease. That it targeted them, and it's just developed now to a point where it's gone beyond its original purpose. You know, like maybe there was a war, the remnant and another species, and this was like a last awful weapon that was used by the other race who were losing, maybe, and it killed everything, including themselves. Okay, the Scourge is a colloquial term for a huge and extremely dangerous interstellar phenomenon sighted across much of the Helios cluster. I know we've read a bit of this, but I think it's updated. It appears to be a cloud spreading in tendrils that affect planets and surrounding space, destroying starships that attempt to pass through or near it. Early study of the Scourge has been difficult, and it doesn't match any previously known stellar body, leading to many wild theories about its nature. Given the problems in observation and the Scourge's unaccounted effects on gravity, some have suggested it's a dark energy phenomenon in the literal sense, meaning a form of energy that has no electromagnetic interaction and thus can't be detected, hence dark, yet has strong negative pressure, causing expansive effects on a cosmic scale. Though the Scourge's characteristics don't match our current understanding of dark energy, these theories persist while further observations are taken. The Scourge is aggressively drawn to remnant structures on planets, though the cause of the attraction is not yet fully understood. This manifests as further tendrils of dust and radioactive particles that cling to the surface of remnant technology and interfere with its operations. Either this matter was left behind after the planet in question passed through the Scourge itself, or even distant interaction with remnant technology can cause the Scourge to coalesce spontaneously. In either case, even this minor manifestation of the Scourge demands additional caution when approaching remnant sites. No long-range data showed any signs of the Scourge before departure to the Helios cluster. Nexus scientists suggest it must have appeared in the intervening centuries while the Arks travelled to Andromeda. One of the Scourge's most interesting characteristics is that it appears artificial. Its origin point is yet to be determined, but the pattern of its tendrils and the composition of the cloud couldn't have been caused by any celestial event known to astrophysics. Investigations are ongoing, though slowed by the deadly conditions created by the Scourge. Aya. Aya is an anomaly in the Helios cluster, a lush planet where a remnant site appears to be active. It's a sanctuary for the Angara, the only known sentient species local to Helios, and guarded fiercely against outsiders. This is helped by Aya's position relative to Helios's black hole, whose gravitational lensing effect makes Aya harder to detect. The Scourge also makes the approach to Aya extremely dangerous for untrained pilots. Scans indicate numerous Kett wrecks lost in the Scourge nearby, picked clean by Angaran salvagers. Aya is also the headquarters of the Angaran resistance movement against the Kett, whose leaders advise Aya's planetary governor, Paran Shi. Director Tan has ordered that Aya is not only to be considered sovereign territory, but a military power. While the Tempest and its crew were allowed to visit peacefully, the Nexus is advising extreme caution to other potential visitors and ordering the distribution of early contact guidelines. Good to know. The Black Hole, Ketos. At the center of the Helios cluster is a black hole, a huge star that has collapsed into a region of space-time with gravitational effects so powerful that even light can't escape. This example is believed to be a Kerr black hole approximately 12 stellar masses in size and appears to have absorbed additional mass from nearby systems. Our scientists believe that the radiation released from the creation of the black hole may explain the abundant element zero found in Helios. In the Milky Way, study of black holes was still in its infancy. The forces around the event horizon typically destroy probes before they can transmit their data. This black hole presents a unique opportunity for study even at a remove. The original Asari surveys of Andromeda called the black hole Ardat Hekas, Demon's Maw. Initiative charts refer to it as H012 Ketos, after the mythological sea monster that intended to devour the princess Andromeda. Interesting. According to their scientific journals, Angaran astronomers called the black hole Harangi, roughly the Fisher's Law, for the observable effect it has on comets and surrounding systems. The gravitational lensing effect of the black hole has allowed the Angara-controlled planet Aya to go largely unnoticed by the Kett. Continued observation has showed interesting interactions between the black hole and the Scourge. There's evidence that some of the Scourge's mass is being drawn into the black hole, causing continued currents in the phenomenon. Our scientists have suggested that without the black hole, the Scourge phenomenon might have been even more hazardous. Fascinating. Yeah, Prodromos, the first Pathfinder established outpost, has been founded in Fairwinds Basin with Mayor August Bradley in charge. The Nexus is broadcasting footage of departing colonists and the new conditions on Eos across all communication channels. Alright. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end the episode there. Fascinating, we've met the Angara. Got a new squad mate, or at least a new squad mate for the time being. We've got Jaal, who's I don't know how long he'll stay with us, but he's going to join us for these next two missions. For this next mission. So we either need to go to Voeld or Harval. So let's just check. Well, I'll read these at the start of the next episode. So. I feel like helping the scientists would be the best idea, just because it might involve saving their actual home world, whereas the other world where they're fighting the Kett might be a bit of a lost cause. Obviously we need to hit the Kett where it hurts, but interesting. Yeah, we spoke to the Archon. Nice little XCOM 2 parallel there. We spoke to the Archon, who's like the leader of the Kett. Very single-minded. He cares about nothing except remnant technology. A bit like PB, right? But we didn't really get much out of him, right? He's continued to just he cares very little for what we are doing, for us as people, for the lives of anybody. Slave labor and everything. Yeah, but it's weird. It's like he's like the singular leader, the singular monarch, whatever you want to call it, the singular military leader. We've not seen any hint of any other kind of leading unit. He seems like the only kind of intelligent Kett that there is currently. So we'll leave it there, guys. Fascinating developments. We've got some new places to go and visit. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a like if you did, and just remember, everybody, never trust an uncrate. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.